For example, a person has a family, all are adequate, all welcome him practicing yoga. They are wealthy enough to make this person be fully devoted to yoga. And he practices, he has such an opportunity, desire, and he wants to do it throughout his life without being distracted by social life. Meaning, so he would not degrade but upgrade in future life. In this life he has to practice not only for his own development, but to convert his energy for the sake of the others.
Roughly speaking, yes, but the thing is that on a certain stage he will practice yoga only for himself anyway, meaning for a certain amount of years he will do yoga selfishly. And this is absolutely normal. The question is how he will grow after that selfishness and what result he'll get. In the absolute sense, a yogi must become able to live not for the sake of those illusions that he had in the beginning. Selfish goals, I mean. What have you brought as an example about family is very wide. Let's discuss an example that is more relevant for the most. There's a husband who earns money and a wife who's trying to practice yoga, who's trying to do something in the family and respectively maybe even teaches. A widespread scenario. Turns out the husband helps her change his material energy into some knowledge. After all, what does an appropriate yoga instructor do? He doesn't teach asanas only. He helps people in terms of diet, menu, meaning people will come asking him what they should eat, say to improve their stretching. Of course they will. Will he speak the truth? Of course he will. So how many people would go vegetarian because of this one yogi? What do you think? There's a yogi and he just tells the truth.
Very many.
Even from one person, right? Imagine we were discussing a situation when there was a house, plumbing, electric stations, other stuff. Let's make another chain. There is a person, a meat consumer. He periodically goes to the shop and there buys sausage or animal body parts, to put it mildly. Well, not at the shop, at the market. Okay, not at the market. We buy from grannies. They have a cow walking around the meadow, and when it has walked enough, so it comes to this granny and says, like, "Granny, kill me please and sell this homemade meat to consumers." And so there are homemade meat or homemade eggs. Actually, it's one and the same, a corpse in any way. What do you think the chain is? Animals born, it lives, and well, if you buy at the supermarket, I assure you that supermarket products are only from concentration camps. I mean meat products. Well, the bottom line is that any form of meat you buy at the store, it's what was before it became meat suffered so much you cannot even imagine. And people live year by year consuming this meat. What karma do they create for themselves? What do you think? How many times animals have to be born in order to feed other bodies in these cages? By cages I mean houses. People don't think about that at all. So, believe me, if you break down social life by means of the law of karma, you'll be very much terrified by what laws people live here.